If you were summarizing, what are the main ways the student experience has changed over the past couple of years?
It's just, it's,
We were promised quality and the quality would continue, but it hasn't.
yeah.
Not at fault of the staff. I want to say the staff, like our lecturers, are amazing. They've been amazing. It's not them. It is just like the main university,
Yeah.
like whatever that is.
Honestly, it's more just, it's low morale constantly.
Yeah.
Because we never know when we're, like, over the past 2 years, we've never known when, like, if people are going to be here in, like, the next semester, the next week.
All the staff that we have remaining are all passionate chemists, as with those that have left us. So we're going to do our best to make sure that the current students that we have, they have the best chemistry education possible from us. But of course, it is sad. It's like, I suppose the analogy is like a patient, a terminally ill patient in palliative care.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, I'm the longest serving member of staff now. We've got Gwimber, who is our technician, who's been here longer than me. So yeah, he holds the record. He's been here probably over 40 years, but I've been here 30 years, and I was kind of hoping that when I went or retired, I would leave a department that was strong and going forward and had lots of young people in it, and that's the most sad thing, is I won't be. So yeah.
I thought I would stay here because I think when we had our first row, I really thought I would stay at this place until retirement, and yeah, that's a bit sad. You're right.
It's been interesting because we've lost many staff on the way, and most of which they have, like, obviously they're specialists in their field, so their sort of area of teaching has had to be taught by someone who has dabbled in that area but doesn't know as much.
Quite a few staff who are here now had overlaps in fields with some of the staff who've left. So, like, the project I'm personally doing is a collaboration between an organic lecturer, who's my project manager, and an inorganic lecturer, solid state, who now works in the University of Wolverhampton. But we still get to talk to him. Like, I still get emails off him and walk him through everything, which I think helps because it's still their projects essentially.
Oh, see, mine is a cross between an inorganic lecturer and environmental, and the environmental chemist is no longer there, but I still go down and use some equipment in her lab that she had. So she's no longer there, and we don't have contact with her. I only have my project leader. Well, she's really, really good at it.
With everything we've lost, I'm still surprised they can offer the broad spectrum of projects they're offering this year.
We've all had to pick up things that other people have taught, but if you're a chemist, you can kind of turn your mind to teaching anything if you work hard enough. I feel chemists are pretty flexible and resourceful individuals. I mean, one of the big problems has been with the old COVID, and
COVID was tough.
COVID is very tough on everybody, but it's tough on people delivering blended remote learning, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's very, very difficult to get a feel for blended learning because you don't get the feedback you get from standing in front of a group of people.
So what I find a bit difficult is that was the only way to do with COVID, to move down into the teaching lab. They had already closed our research labs anyway. At least mine was on the 10th floor. And that was a bit tricky, I would say. So I would have appreciated a little bit more, more help. It was maybe the wrong thing, but it's not an easy thing to move your research with all the equipment and everything from one part of the building into another part of the building, try to adapt to all those things. I mean, the students were absolutely keen in helping and trying to sort things out, but I think it's substantially different, I think.
Our chem building is getting cut off bit by bit. There's floors that we can't use anymore because they're not a part of chemistry anymore, and it's just slowly going. And it's like nearing the end now, to the point that I know obviously with the pandemic we can't go in, but we're only able to use like bottom floors of our building at the moment.
in lab, we've still got all the like chemicals and things that we need, and like most of the equipment. Like we had to sell one of the big machines that are used quite a lot by organic students. So we've lost that, and they've had to replace another one, but they're not buying any more, which is an issue. But all the chemicals and everything that we need, we can still get and still order.
Yeah.
Do you feel chemistry students graduating in 2021 will have as valuable an education as those that graduated in 2019?
No,
No.
not at all.
I hope so, but at the same time, I've always got that feeling in the back of my head that I don't think I've got the best degree I could have got.
It doesn't help the fact that with our department, like, our lecturers, some of them are world renowned in their field. Like,
Yeah.
one of our inorganic lecturers was the world's foremost chemist in boron.
Oh yeah.
Another one essentially helped streamline the entirety of organic chemistry. And one is one of Britain's foremost physical chemists in terms of quantum theory, quantum mechanics, thermodynamics, and kinetics. But with what's going on now, even if the quality of education was the same, it wouldn't be offered the same things because they would assume we're from Bangor Uni. So our chances, even if the quality remained the same, would have just plummeted.